Hi, collective. I'm ancient. Let's see what you don't notice or what you don't see coming within the next 30 days. So, 30 days from when you see this or whatever. Let's see what you don't see coming. Okay, let's see here. We have the Queen of Swords, the Six of Wands. Okay, so what you don't see coming within the next 30 days, there will be some sort of news coming in. So I don't know if you're waiting for a decision to be made within the next 30 days. Um, Whatever this decision is or news that you get, it's going to be the deciding factor of what your next steps will be. So, whatever that is, because some of you could literally be waiting for like test results or a decision to be made or approval or something. I don't, whatever it is that you're doing, some of you could be it could be the deciding factor on whether or not you're going to move as well with the Six of Wands, because I've been picking up on a lot of moving energy. We have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like some of you have a plan A and you're waiting for a decision about plan A. And if it goes in your favor, then you're going to choose plan A, but you also have a plan B and you also have a plan C. Some of you have strong earth in your chart. Some of you could have like moon in Aquarius. Your rising or moon sign could be in Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. There's strong earth and air energy here because you're decisive here with the Queen of Swords. You're also calculative, strategic, very smart. With the Six of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, this could also be about school. This could be contracts. So, but this is you making a smart and logical decision. So, which is very positive. All right, tell me more about what you don't see coming. Tell me more about what you don't see coming. Tell me more about what you don't see coming. Queen of Cups. Okay, so there could be like a committee, a board, or something with the Three of Pentacles, like a group of people deciding something for you, like a panel or something. It could be it could have been an interview. Maybe some of you interviewed for a position. Perhaps some of you applied for a program. I don't know why I said it that way. A program. Some of you applied for some sort of program or something, and there could be a group of people deciding on where to place you or whether or not to accept you into the program, or even it could be a promotion for some of you. But with the Queen of Cups, it feels like it's very positive. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. But I feel like if you have multiple options, whatever option you choose is the right option for you. Okay. That's what I'm getting. You're confident here with the Queen of Swords. So you're not worried at all. I just feel like you have maybe two to three options. You're like, okay, so if I don't get into this program, let me give you an example. Say if you apply for a job and you went on an interview and you know it's competitive, you're thinking to yourself, okay, if I don't get into the program, if I don't get the offer, it's fine. I do have this other option. That's what I feel. See, we have temperance here. I just heard it'll all work out. And we have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It will all work out. Um, So we have the Ten of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Three of Wands, and the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Okay, tell me about Temperance. The Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here? The Two of Pentacles. Now you're trying to weigh your options. Some of you may get accepted into a program and now you're thinking, you're like, you know what? What should I do? Some of you may get accepted into two programs, get two offers, get two opportunities, and you're trying to juggle and figure out with the Two of Pentacles which one you should accept. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's a crossroads. Tell me about the Six of Wands. See, the crossroads came out. Two of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, there's a crossroads here. Whatever path you choose will be the right one because it's the Six of Wands. It will be it's life changing. And I'm also getting that you'll have to relocate. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Four of Swords here. Why is the Four of Swords here? Why is the Four of Swords here? We have the Lovers. We have the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here? The Two of Cups. Somebody's intuition is telling them, or you might have a dream about a person that you're going to meet. And as much as you try not to think about your love life, that is going to be on your mind because this person is going to be somebody that you meet while you're on this path. And it's true. Now you already intuitively can feel it. Because you know what I'm getting? Some of you are saying, you know what? My person doesn't live where I live. Some of you have already accepted that. You're like, my person isn't in the town that I'm in. My person isn't in the state that I'm in. My person isn't in the country I'm in. My person is somewhere far. Some of you have already confirmed that within yourself and you've accepted that. You just don't feel like your person is anywhere near you, but you feel like they're somewhere. And you're correct. So as much as you're not going to make a decision though based off of love or anything emotional because you're showing up as the Queen of Swords. So which is very positive. You're not thinking like that, but it is the like the closer you get to this shift or relocation or change, the more you're going to feel like, oh my God, my person is here. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. The Four of Cups. Okay, so any rejection that you get, you feel like it's meant to be. Okay, so for you, it's like rejection is God's protection, or rejection means that this is not the path that I'm meant to go on because you feel like if it's hard for you, that it's not meant for you. That's one thing you've noticed. You're like, this isn't the right path for me. So if you get rejected from an offer or something that you wanted or you thought you wanted, you're not worried about it. Tell me about the Devil. We have the Hierophant, and then we have the Ace of Wands. Let me see, the Queen of Swords, the Four of Cups, Judgment, the Devil. Oh, okay. What I'm also getting is some of you could have had family members or people around you trying to discourage you from applying to a particular like job, or maybe even trying to discourage you from relocating or applying outside the country. But I feel like you haven't really shared too much information with people. I feel like you understand to keep things like under wraps instead of sharing what your plans are. You're careful. But for some of you, you could have shared certain things with family specifically, not friends, but family. And some of these people are, they're haters and they could be a bit jealous, upset that you're someone who takes risk and you don't have a problem with moving and exploring and, you know, um, you have the freedom to do so. So that could be happening. So just be mindful of that, of people trying to change the course of your life. Because again, if you make decisions based off of what other people think, it could also change your future. Because I see that your future here with the Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, you have already been thinking about a relationship, and that is coming, but also success as well. um, you just need to get out of some sort of negative energy that you're around. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. And I understand it, you guys, because like sometimes you need to get out of areas, right? If there's like a lot of negativity where you live or your family or whatever, sometimes it's time to just leave. We have the Three of Wands here, which is also about travel and you making some sort of decision. We have the King of Swords, someone wanting to come and see you. And then we have the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here? The Tower and the Hangman. Yeah. Um, Someone could find out if you tell them that you've moved, you've relocated. There could be a King of Swords or a Queen of Swords, doesn't matter. This person could find out that you've left or you relocated. For some of them, it could be a bit narcissistic because they thought that they had more control over you emotionally and they see that you don't care. So um, when you when they find out that you've left or you've moved, it's gonna be a shock to this person. I don't know why that's relevant. I don't think you really care because you're showing up as the Queen of Swords or King of Swords. I don't think you really care. Um, all right, let's see. Let's close this out. I just keep hearing it will all work out. Okay, it will. We have the Queen of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. This is about you being patient, and you are, but being patient, waiting. This is also about you being methodical, also not giving too much of your energy here with the Four of Pentacles. Some of you are also thinking about consolidating your money. So, some of you are thinking about maybe selling your vehicle. If you have one, you're going to start to sell things or you're going to downgrade. And you're not looking at it like it's not that you're downgrading because you can't afford it. You're looking at things from an intelligent here with the Queen of Swords. You're looking at something, you're looking at things from a practical standpoint. Oh my God, I couldn't get that out. A practical and logical standpoint. So for those of you that are moving out of the country, you may think, you know what, I don't want to ship my car, or I want to like just start all over, or I don't want the responsibility and maintenance of a vehicle. I want to explore, I want to go backpacking. I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing, it just feels that you will be consolidating your resources here with the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. You're going to be managing your money differently. You want to make sure that your finances are in order. And again, I don't feel like there's any Five of Pentacles energy. I'm not picking up any of that. You just want to make smart choices with your money. Because some of you, with this large move, you don't want to have too much financial responsibilities or something. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles. Excuse me, Three of Cups. The Six of Swords. Page of Swords. Okay, so why is the Page of Swords here? The Sun. I'm telling you, wherever you are going, it just feels peaceful here with the Sun. You're gonna be really happy. I'm also getting you're gonna feel happy with your choice and decision because you have a new start coming. The Ace of Wands and then the Four of Wands. Yeah, there's a brand new start. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Wands. Yeah. And what I'm getting is once you've made up your mind about something, or if you say you're gonna do it, you do it. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands, that energy takes action, make things happen. So if you say I am moving abroad, whatever abroad is for you, if you're like I'm moving, that's what's gonna happen. If I'm going to, you might say I'm selling my car, I'm selling my house. There's something about you consolidating your resources here with the Four of Pentacles, managing your money, because it's like when you move, you just want to be free. For some of you, it could be free of debt as well. Some of you are going to be debt free when you move. Wow. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, because we have the 7 plus the 4, which would be 11, but that would be consolidating. Yeah, the Fool. Didn't I say you want to be free? Didn't I just say that? Like you want to hit the reset button, but you want to be free. You don't want to be tied to anything. So some of you are going to be financially free. So some of you are going to be debt free. You're going to be paying things off. And then we have the Fool with the King of Pentacles. Interesting. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Six of Wands. I told you, some of you are going to be free. You're going to feel free. You're going to be meeting someone. There's a King of Pentacles here with the Six of Wands. Why is the Six of Wands here? Some of you could be meeting somebody famous or that's in the public eye. You may not even know that this person is famous. They're not going to tell you intentionally. They may be famous in their culture. I don't know if that makes sense. So they may not be mainstream in terms of like Western culture. So they may not be somebody that's like a Rihanna or or a Lady Gaga or Beyonce or something. You know what I mean? Like that type of famous, but they're famous in their country. They may not be well known in the United States, and because typically celebrities in the United States are known all over the world, right? So I don't think that they're that type of famous, but they are really famous where they're from. So if you were to go out with this person, people would stare, and you'd probably be confused, like, why is everybody staring? It's because they're known in their country, something like that. Okay, we have the Hermit. And if you do research, you'll end up learning that, but they're not going to tell you. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Yeah, they're not going to tell you. We have the World in the reverse because they want to get to know you and they want you to get to know them. That's why they're not going to tell you. Eight of Swords. They're going to keep that. Yeah, and they're actually going to love the fact that you don't know them like that or know that they're well known. And that's probably been challenging for this person. And this is probably why they're going to be dating someone that's not from their country because they want someone genuine versus someone that's just trying to date them because they're famous in their country or whatever. All right. That's for some of you. Okay. Some of you are going to meet somebody in the public eye, is what I'm getting. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you soon.